You probably have heard the term global public health before, but do you really know what it means? Global public health acts on the idea that every person on Earth deserves justice and equality. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane. In order to understand the idea of global health, you must first understand the idea of public health. The easiest way to understand this concept is to picture a flowing river. A doctor is on the riverbed noticing a person drowning in the river, so they come to the rescue and pull them out and save them. A couple minutes later, the doctor notices another person drowning in the rapid river. Once again, the doctor pulls the person out and resuscitates them. This same situation happens over and over. A public health-minded person would have thought, okay, what is the source of this issue? And would have noticed that there was somebody upstream throwing all of these people into the river. The same thing happens in global public health. On a global scale, we are all part of a team working to combat health issues across countries because we are all one big community. Global public health focuses on the scope of a problem and the exchange of knowledge to empower those in various communities. It looks to reduce the global burdens of health-related situations. This burden includes economic costs, lives lost, and years of life spent with disabilities. Hopefully that information wasn't an overload because in reality, you've been encountering this field way more than you think. You can see these things whether you're going on a mission trip to Guatemala, collecting coins in a jar for that water pump in Kenya, or even watching a Netflix documentary on refugees in Italy. The movie industry is a great place to start.
In Wall-E, the Earth has been destroyed by a buildup of trash, forcing the human population to flee to space, escaping non-viable living conditions until proven otherwise. In societies today, we see a buildup of trash and poor sanitation. This leads to a host of health consequences, including cholera, diarrhea, and severe malnutrition. How soon until poor sanitation forces people to flee to the skies? In the movie Contagion, we see a mass spread of emerging infectious disease. Transmission occurs in one country and quickly escalates to a global scale. One touch, transmission. One instant, infection. One contact, contagion. First 2 people, then 4 people, 16, all the way to 1 billion. Does that remind you of Ebola? Think of HIV/AIDS too. In the Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey's character contracts HIV and then goes on a mad chase for a cure, taking him all the way from the United States to Mexico in an effort to find a healing drug. Diseases spread across borders and wreak havoc on societies.
What also wreaks havoc is the inability to provide essential nutrients to the body. Inequalities in the search for food can lead to poor nutrition and other health concerns, as seen in the Hunger Games with great disparities between districts such as 13 and 2. On the flip side, overweight and obesity is seen in other communities as lifestyle and food are different. Once again, in Wall-E, there are high rates of obesity on the spaceship because it promotes a sedentary lifestyle with calorie-dense foods.
Body size plays a critical role in the overall health of a person. In a number of societies, rates of maternal deaths during childbirth are high. TV shows like 16 and Pregnant showcase young pregnancies. While women on the show are not dying, women across the globe are, as pelvis sizes are too small to accommodate large babies. In many of these countries with high rates of maternal mortality, there is also poor access to healthcare, which only perpetuates this issue.
If you've ever seen the movie Girl, Interrupted, you may remember the scenes with the main character in an 18-month stay in a mental institution for young women. Most people in developing countries do not have the same resources for mental illnesses. Instead, those with mental disorders are rejected from society completely, often chained up and left to a life of misery. This video aimed to show the challenges global public health faces, these that occur right in front of our eyes. But know that solutions are there to decrease them. Organizations such as the United Nations, World Health Organization, USAID, Charity Water, and much more problem solve to implement positive change. The key is working towards a happy movie ending.